Hey, Shalom Akyam, Wa'akweth, Wa Yasharala. Welcome back to another Greek word of the week, number 4, and it's pronounced
Strong's G 5581. Pseudōnymos. Pseudōnymos.
pseudōnymos. Pseudōnymos. Again, the Greek word of the week, number 4, is pseudōnymos. Pseudōnymos. And the inspiration of this lesson came out of the book of 1 Timothy 6 and 20. Let's read that. 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called. So the word pseudonymous translates to the English word false or falsely. Okay, so before we go any further into this lesson, which is the Greek word of the week, number 4, the previous words were dunamis, adelphos, praus or preus, and now this one is pseudonymous. Okay, so we give all praises to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Kodesh, Yahweh, that's the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world through ignorance calls God, Jehovah, or anything else not according to the Holy Scriptures, and Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who are scattered amongst the heathen in these last days. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. And double honor to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well with sound doctrine. So again, 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 20 speaks about, okay, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called. Now let's get that in the NLT real quick. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 20 and the New Living Translations to get a better understanding. Okay, we get that real quick. 1 Timothy 6 and 20. And I pray this lesson is edifying again to the hopeful elect. This is Timothy. Now, Timothy, that's actually speaking about you brothers out there, because we come in the same spirit of Timothy. Okay, all the ancient forefathers, okay, of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans who are in this truth. Okay, you have the same spirit of Timothy, Apostle Paul, okay, the disciples of Yahweh Shai, the prophets. Okay, so any man of the Lord that did the work in the ancient days, well, they're back here in the reincarnation. Okay, so whenever you see, names of the apostles and elders, okay, in the scriptures, man, you got to keep in mind that, hey, that's most likely speaking about you. Okay, so put yourself, okay, or put your spirit in the situation of our forefathers, man, okay, to get a better, okay, understanding of what was going on, okay, during those days. So again, 1 Timothy 6 and 20, Timothy, guard, okay, the word guard means to protect what Yahweh has entrusted to you. You see that? And what has Yahweh Shemel Shai, what has he given us to guard, to protect? The gospel, man. Okay, the gospel is what? The good news. Okay, the good tidings. That's ultimately, okay, the bread and butter, okay, to this truth for salvation, man. The gospel of Yahweh Shemel Shai to the elect. Avoid godless, foolish discussions. Yeah, and examples of foolish discussions, man, is debates, various genealogies and, speaking about, the flat earth theory. Okay, going into topics that don't pertain to salvation. Okay, these are examples of avoiding godless, foolish discussions with those who oppose you with their so-called knowledge. You see, that's why when you listen to brothers' videos, okay, a lot of brothers mention the word so-called. Okay, for example, we say so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Okay, because so-called is like saying or acting upon. Okay, again, I gave the example of how Esau Edom causes blacks, he causes Negroes. Okay, and in reality, we are not those bywords and proverbs. We are just a so-called. Okay, that doesn't make it true. Okay, so you will have people in the world who have so-called knowledge. Okay, but in reality, it's not true knowledge, because knowledge is what? Knowledge is power, and the true power is this truth, man. Okay, some people have wandered from the faith by following such foolishness. You see that? So this is verse 21. So you will have some people who have wandered from the faith, from this truth, because they have been following the pseudo, okay, the pseudo science of Esau Edom. That's why when you go back to the King James version, 1 Timothy 6:20, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, like meaning what? To guard the truth that was given to you, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions, right? Those who oppose the Heavenly Father of science, falsely so called. So when you go into the word science again, or salak, not science, but false, again, it says pseudonymous.
Strong's G 5581.
It says
Pseudōnymos.
falsely named.
Pseudōnymos.
Okay, and when you go into the Greek word, it says what? Pseudos. Okay, lying, deceitful. Okay, and that's the whole philosophy, the whole doctrine of that serpent of Genesis, the 3rd chapter, the 15th verse. It all goes back to what? Deceitful, false. Okay, pseudoscience, liar. Okay, deceitful. It says what? Wicked. You see, so anything that's pseudonymous. Okay, it's wicked, and that translates to Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Let's get that. Job 9:24. It says what? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the Greek word of the week, number 4, pseudonymous, actually translates to the word wicked for the prefix pseudo. Okay, wicked means pseudo. So the earth is given into the hand of the pseudonymous. Okay, the wicked men. You see, let's get the book of Job 22. Get Job 22. See if I can find it. Job 22 and 5. Is not thy wickedness great? Again, the word wicked or wickedness goes to the word pseudonymous. It's not the pseudo, okay, the false science of Esau Edom great, and thine iniquities infinite. You see, the iniquities of the so-called white man, okay, they are very high in number. Okay, iniquity simply means sin upon sin. Okay, and how has Esau Edom, okay, how has the so-called white man, how has he shown his sin? Through his actions, man. Okay, examples of his actions is turning the world upside down, especially what? Especially through his so-called miracles. Okay, and examples of Esau's miracles is his what?
Technology.
His what?
Technology.
His technology. The application of scientific, again, his false pseudoscience, knowledge for practical purposes, especially in industry. Okay, and let's get some images of of the pseudoscience. Hey, this is pseudo right here, man. This is false reality. Okay, false reality appearing evil. Okay, or are appearing real. Okay, that's the acronym for fear. Okay, fear actually means false evidence appearing real. Matter of fact, let me get that. Fear acronym. Okay, fear acronym. This is what? Fear, false evidence appearing real. Okay, that's Esau Edom. He's that pseudo. Okay, pseudonymous. Okay, power on the left hand side, man. Okay, starting with what? His technology. Examples of Esau's technology is his modern day, his metaverse. Okay, his social media, his his false information, everything that's against Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. His food is false. Okay, it's pseudonymous. His air, okay, his water, okay, his philosophies, everything that this devil touches, it's wicked. Yes, you see, but the only thing that this devil can't touch is this truth, man, because this truth is sacred. Okay, it's only given to the hands of the right side of Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. Okay, it is an example of a pseudo devil. Okay, there's another pseudo devil right here. Okay, the small hat. Okay, small hat right here. This is one small hat, two small hats, three small hats. Okay, you got Mark Zuckerberg, you got Bill Gates, and you got the current devil, Elon Musk, who just bought Twitter for around, I believe it's 48 or 88 billion dollars. Okay, these are examples, of pseudo, wicked criminal men. Okay, which First Timothy, or who Timothy 6:20 spoke about. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called. Verse 21, which some professing have erred concerning the faith. So a lot of men have fallen from the faith, from the truth, because of listening to the doctrine of the pseudo-man. Okay, it says, grace be with thee, Aman. The first to Timothy was written from Laodicea, which is the chiefest city of Phrygia Pacatiana. Okay, so there you go, man. Okay, the Greek word of the day is pseudonymos. Okay, and that the inspiration is from First Timothy 6:20. Again, the word pseudonymous means false. Okay,
Pseudo.
or pseudo, which is a prefix, artificial. Okay, not existing, not real. Okay, deceptive. Okay, affected, to pretend. Okay, and isn't the so-called white man a man who pretends to be righteous, but he is not? Okay, he is fake. He's a counterfeit, just like his money. You see, and with that, again, the word of the day or the word of the week. A Lord Swill will start doing the word of the day. Okay, maybe even in Spanish. Okay, get the Akim who don't know Spanish. Get in that spirit. Okay, to make some Spanish lessons. Okay, or maybe even in Hebrew. Okay, even some Hebrew word of the day, man, or even the week, man. Okay, so Lord Swill. Okay, I'm able to put out more lessons with different languages, Greek. Okay, and we could use Italian words. Okay, French words and Latin words, man. Hey, there's dozens of lessons brothers can make concerning different languages when it comes down to the Greek word of the week. Okay, the month. Okay, or even the day. Okay, you see. So again, the Greek word of the week, number 4, is pseudonymous from First Timothy 6:20. With that, I pray this lesson was edifying, and I would say shalom.